Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. Good morning.
How are you?
So, how are you?
How are you?
Not bad.
Not bad.
What about you?
What it means? Not bad.
I don't know.
New day, new life.
How are you?
What?
How are you?
New day, new life. I'm great. Thank you. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Let's start the class. Where is the teacher? The school is here, but the teacher is not here. Oh, the people are coming.
Yes.
Girisha, why your video is off? Another person. All video is off.
Hi, namaste.
Namaste.
Hello.
Hello.
What mean your tattooage on the hand, the sun? Is just sun?
Just sun and
but
happiness.
no, underarm here.
Here?
Yes.
It's in Norwegian. It will be okay. The
Okay.
it's in Norwegian. The ordneskei means it will be okay.
Because yes, it will be okay.
Yes.
For everyone.
Yes, indeed. I hope so.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Namaste, Girisha.
Namaste. Namaste. I'm just still sitting up. How are you guys?
Great.
No practice today, right? No practice today, so still can wear a dress.
Why
Yes.
no practice today?
I mean to say no physical practice, no asana probably.
Asanas.
Probably. I'm not sure. Probably. Yeah.
Why you say it? Why no practice?
No, I mean to say no asana practice probably because we're still going through the like philosophy and the anatomy of yoga, right? So I think there would not be practices so far. The asana practice, the mat, yoga on the mat, right?
I want to practice.
I think so.
Yeah.
But if you don't want,
I want to.
You want to practice?
But I think yes, I want to. Yeah. So, Anna, how many hours do you practice, like on mat yoga?
Today I didn't practice today.
But usually,
It
like you
depends.
practice. Oh, okay.
I practice every day, but morning time. Yes, just in the morning, because after you eat, it's
Yeah.
impossible to do what you want to do.
Right. And you have little kids, right? You have little ones. You have little kids, small
Two
children.
kids. 2 kids, yes.
How big? How old are they?
Girl is 8, Alice, and the boy is almost 6. In July he will have 6.
Oh, okay.
Eli. Yes.
So yeah, that's I think takes up your time, right? So yeah. So yes.
Yes, they are growing.
Pawanji is here, but I think the school hasn't made him the host yet, it looks like.
Yes, he's here.
Need to bring my book.
We are waiting for someone.
I think because the school hasn't made him the host, so he's not the spotlight. Probably that's why he's waiting. Oh, I think so.
You live in Taiwan, da? Yes, Girisha?
Yes, I do. It was really good in the beginning of COVID-19, but recently there are a few cases. So it's kind of not lockdown, but still like my yoga classes are not on, everything is online, and schools are off. So yeah, but things are getting better, hopefully.
You live alone or with family?
I was my kids, both the kids almost, they are already graduated from school.
Yes,
So,
I know. You said in Kundalini, yes. But
right.
they don't live with you. They in America, yes?
Yeah, but right now they are here. They will go back summer vacation, right? They will go back in September. So, so I'll be like my husband and me, more time for myself.
Take your time, yes, nice time. Spending alone.
Right.
I wanted to soon. I will go also on some retreat alone soon.
It's really beautiful. Tiny
yes, I
island,
wanna, but
really beautiful.
family and all the things and cannot.
Yeah.
But I wanna.
Maybe we can plan yoga retreat with Pawanji. Maybe.
Okay, I don't know.
Namaste to you all.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. So just there we go. Okay, so we'll still study a little about the anatomy today in a little more depth of in yoga. Okay, so so in Chinese medicine, according to the Chinese medicine system, the organs are said to be not just physical entities within us. Okay, the organs have their own functions. We know that organs have their own function, but Chinese medicine discusses the function very, very in depth. So we'll study about the depth, how in Chinese medicine studies the organs. Okay, so these organs, normally we think they are in one place, but according to the Chinese medicine, these organs keep on moving. I don't know if they literally move. I haven't seen them, but according to the Chinese medicine, these organs keep moving. They move from one region to another because every organ has, if it is a yang, it has a yin. So if it is masculine, it has a feminine side. So the masculine moves towards the feminine moves towards the masculine. So they keep on moving, and we'll know a little more when we get into more depth of it. But for now, that's one point you need to remember. So there are 5 solid organs in this skeleton. So they are referred to as Zhang organs. Z-A-N-G. Okay, this is Chinese term, but yeah, that's Zhang organs. These are your heart, your spleen, your lungs, kidneys, and liver. So these 5 major organs are said to be Zhang, Z-A-N-G, which means the yang, Y-A-N-G, which means the masculine ones. Okay, they are said to be your masculine ones. So because in life everything needs yin and yang to be together, and that's a perfect balance. So the balance you are looking to find outside is never possible because there is no thing called balance outside. Balance needs to be inside. This is, every yoga will tell you the same thing. At the end, the story is same. You have to be only here. So if your masculine and feminine energies within are working in a perfect way, you don't have to think much. You just have to enjoy life and smile. So that's all. So the yin muscles, Y-I-N, are known as Hu organs, H-U organs, according to the Chinese medicine. And they are your urinary bladder, gallbladder, your small intestine, your stomach, and your large intestine. So these are your feminine or your yin muscles, in group muscles, which we call as Hu, according to the Chinese medicine system. You got that?
Can you please repeat again? Yeah. Can you please repeat it?
Yeah. So the Zhang muscles are your heart, your spleen, your lungs, your kidney, and your liver. So these are your Zhang muscles, the masculine ones. The other ones are your urinary bladder, your gallbladder, small intestine, stomach, and your large intestine. So large, small stomach, urinary bladder, gallbladder. These are your feminine or your yin muscles or the Hu muscle groups. H-U, Hu. Okay. So now each of these organs are connected with meridians. Okay. Because we are talking about Chinese medicine and we are talking about in yoga, we will talk about meridians rather than nadis, which we talk in the Indian philosophy of yoga. So we'll be talking about meridians. So each one of them are connected through meridians. All these 10 organs are connected through meridians, and every yang has its yin and every yin has its yang, and they move towards each other. They do move. Okay, some of them I know they move, but not all. Okay, so now each of these organs, we have discussed 10, but because one is related to another, so there are 5 elements with which each one corresponds. And because they corresponds with elements, there is a certain term which you know, emotion. What emotion they create, you will also understand that. Okay, and that's it. So you can write a column where you first write organ, then you write the type, then you write paired, then you write element, and then you write emotion. Okay, so you can just make like 5 columns so that you can clarify everything. 5 columns will do. Yes, 5 columns. Okay. Coming back now. So you write first stomach. We start from the stomach, which is your who. It's the type is who because it's feminine. It is connected to your spleen. The spleen is on the left side. If you don't know, you will get the pictures, but let me clear it for now. It's on the left side under your rib cage and over your hips. Between your hips and your rib cage, there is an organ on the left side which is called spleen. So it is connected to your spleen. The emotion connected here is worry. So if you are worried, all you have to do is a little massage on your stomach and your spleen. All your worries will go up. You won't have any more worries. So if you regular can massage them, your stomach and your spleen, you will be free from worries. Okay. So the element here is earth because it's more kind of Muladhara, more related to the Muladhara chakra. Okay, about chakras we won't study now. We'll study them later on for sure, because we need to understand according to chakras. Okay, so the next we study is the spleen, because stomach's opposite is the spleen. So spleen is your Zheng organ. It is paired with your stomach. The emotion and the element are same. So you just write stomach and spleen. They are opposites of each other. So the next one you write is
Emotion.
liver. Emotion is emotion. Emotion, I said worry, right?
Yeah,
Worry.
it'll be same, right? It'll be same.
Yeah,
for the
it will
spleen
be
too.
same.
Yeah.
It will be same. Yeah, stomach and spleen will be same. And the emotions and elements remains the same, and they are just two sides of the same coin. So everything remains same. Okay, next we talk about the liver. If we talk about the liver, it is connected to your liver. Okay, next we talk about the liver, and connecting muscle to liver is your gall bladder. Liver is your Zheng muscle. So liver is Zheng. That is masculine, and it is connected to your gall bladder. Emotion is anger, and the element connected to anger, according to Chinese medicine, according to the Yin Yoga, is Wood. 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 So just try to remember this Wood element. Okay, now you can write the opposite of it. Gallbladder connected to liver. Gallbladder is a Who muscle group type. Emotion is anger. Element is Wood. So you complete that. Okay. Next, we talk about our kidneys. Kidney is related to your, what is it related? Kidney related to your urinary bladder. Yeah. So kidney is your Zheng muscle group related to your urinary bladder. Kidney means fear. So emotion is fear. Element is water. And you write the opposite of it. So urinary bladder. So
Is that masculine?
what did we do?
Is that
Kidney, right? Kidney is masculine. Kidney is masculine. The opposite is urinary bladder, which is the feminine. kidney, urinary bladder. Yeah. Okay. So how many have we done? Stomach?
4.
No.
Six so
6.
far. So we have done 3
Yeah,
of
three.
each.
Three. We have
So
done 3. That's what I mean. Yeah,
now,
3.
yeah,
We-
lungs
we-
and lungs are left. Lung and
So coming to your liver is done, stomach is done, spleen is done. Spleen, stomach, kidney, gallbladder, liver, urinary bladder. Okay, so these
heart
are
and lungs.
yeah. So next we will move into heart. So your heart is your Zheng muscle. Okay, so this is why when you say I have emotions, I listen to my heart. People say, right? And people also tell, listen to your heart. They are actually talking BS because heart never speaks. It is already masculine. Masculine energies never have any kind of emotions. They don't feel anything. Masculine energy does not feel because it is active. Energy which is active cannot feel. It cannot create any emotions. It cannot talk to you because it's in emotion. So you need to do this. Okay. When people say, shall I listen to my mind? Shall I listen to my heart? Anyways, you have to listen to your mind or your head. You can't listen to your heart. Your heart will never speak. It never does. This is why heart never breaks. People say heartbroken, masculine energy, movement energy. It never breaks. Okay, your mind heart. Your mind creates that feeling. And then you feel, there is no happening here. Please remember this. You don't get confused in people's words. They are poetic, senseless. Okay, because they have no sense in them, they became poets. That's it. Poets should be like spiritual poets. If you need to become a poet, you should be spiritually connected. You just don't write anything. Love breaks heart. Love cannot break your heart, for sure. Your heart cannot be broken. Even if love can break anything, your heart will never get broken. Nobody can steal your heart. It is a masculine energy. You allow, your mind creates that thought. So don't think it is your heart. Okay. So your heart is your Zheng energy. It is connected to your small intestine. Yes. Heart is connected to your small intestine. Emotion is joy and fright. Okay. It is connected to fire. Okay. Joy, you know joy, and you know fright. Fright is when you want to, there is a term called flee and fright. You know that term, right? Either when something happens in your life, you want to escape from it. You are sad and you want to be right away happy. So that is known as fleeing. You don't want to accept what has come to you. That is why you have this tendency to flee, run away. There is a fright when that emotion or that thing comes into you and you are sucked into it, as if that emotion is more heavier than this skeleton. So these are the two things you do. Okay. So
but
these are,
Pavanji, will the kidney fear and fright? What will be the difference? You know,
huh? What did you say?
when we talk about kidney and the emotion is fear, and
Yeah,
we're talking about heart.
fear, fear is fear. Fear is different than fright.
Mm,
Fear is, what is fear? In general, what is fear? Fear is when you, if we see on the journey side, life journey side, what will happen tomorrow? That's a
or
common
losing
fear.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
losing
yeah, that's
something.
yeah, losing something. That's your fear. Okay. Fright is when a situation comes into your life. You flee or fright when a situation arrives. Life will happen. Okay, life happens for you. It does not happen to you. You need to understand this. It happens for us so that we grow, but it is not happening to us anyways. It is happening for us always. So these outside circumstances will keep on coming, and that is the time when we either flee or we move into a fright state. That's it. Fright state, depressions, anxieties. Okay, too much of nervous breakdown. It's such. It's fire. So what does fire do? Fire burns up. Either fire will burn up us or fire will make us bloom. So this is the two things. Okay, so next moving to your, now I think it's only the lungs. Okay, so your lungs. So your lungs are the Zheng muscle type, organ type. Sorry, not muscle, it's an organ. So your lung is your Zheng, that is masculine. It is connected to your large intestine. What is the emotion? Sadness and stiffness. Stiff. Sadness and stiff. It is connected to the element called metal. So you know metal, any metal, how it is stiff. So in life, you have to slow down for sure, but you are not a tree to remain in one place. You always have that thing in you that you can move. So don't become stiff. That is why some muscles are, this muscle is stiff. It's not stiff there. It's stiff in your lungs. It is stiff in your large intestine. Something is there going on wrong. So working on your stiff muscle for a moment is like getting medicine from the doctor. It will only cure you for a certain period of time, but what is remained in you will grow into something else. So if this is stiff, in the morning you kind of have stiffness, you need to understand your lung organ and your large intestine are not functioning properly. So if you work into those group muscles, those group organs, no more stiffness when you wake up. So you won't be stiff the whole day. So this is all. This is why in yoga is so very magically beautiful. It will teach you those things which other yogas actually fail because they are not concerned to go so much deep. In yoga really goes more and more deep. So, okay, so the opposite, you know, it is the large intestine. It is connected to your lungs. It is the full energy and a full organ type, and stiffness and sadness, metal related, element related is metal. Okay. So,
Sorry.
yes,
Which element is connected to liver?
liver.
Which
Where is the liver?
element?
Where is the liver? Wait.
I missed it, sorry.
Liver is wood. Okay, liver is connected to your gallbladder, so it is wood element.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know wood, why we have this emotion, anger with wood.
No.
So if you see people cutting trees,
Mhm.
if you see people cutting a tree, when they hit the tree, after a certain period of time, if you have seen, if you have not seen, you should
Yes,
see
yes.
sometimes.
Yes.
A red color comes out. If you keep on hitting a red color, if you notice it, you have to, this is why you have to be here and now in this moment. So whatever is happening outside, you should be totally present there. You see someone cutting a tree and you move away, or you see, okay, he's cutting a tree. No, you just move there, move into that tree. You will see a red substance. The first 3 hits and the red color comes out of it. You should do it. You don't believe me and don't disbelieve me, but try it. Cut a wood and see. I don't prefer people to cut woods though, but if you are in a habit of cutting woods, please see.
Yes, yes, I have seen.
Why it is red? Because of anger. When we have anger, the aura around us becomes red. People who
Right.
can study auras, who can see auras, they will actually know. So you need to actually study your auras at least the colors of rainbows. You should see in you. You should see auras in you, so that you can know which aura you are into, and then you can change. Because either you connect physically to yourself, or either you connect from the outside. It takes time,
Yes.
but yeah, it's possible. Okay, so these are
Thank you.
all your muscles. Then we study a little about one more muscle group, which is known as Sanjiao. Sanjiao. Okay, so instead of Sanjiao, you will also hear the term triple burner.
Legs.
Okay, Sanjiao triple burner, or you will also hear the term pericardium. So these are the 3 terms for the same organ. Okay, but different teachers and different schools will talk about in different ways. So don't get confused. Sensio, pericardium, and triple burner are the same organ group. They are your Fu types. They are Fu. The pericardium or the triple burner, they control your heart. The whole heart is controlled by this element, by this organ called pericardium. So it is controlled by it. So it's like a protective seal. You hear people build walls. You hear people, right? Many people say, build a wall, create some space. You have heard those terms, right? When people say create some space, have walls. You familiar with all those terms? Everyone? Yeah. So when your pericardium organ isn't working the way it should work, then you create walls. So the writer who wrote his pericardium organ wasn't working. That is why he wrote, you should create walls. You should have space. Because he was wrongly born out of some womb for sure. It was not time for him to come out of the womb, but he came out unaccidentally. So these are some of the accidents. Some people are born like an accident. So that author or that writer for sure was born out of accident. And he came out before his time came to come. And then he wrote so many BS kind of things into this world. Okay. So I respect everyone. Okay. I even respect this accidental human being, but I respect in a different way. At the end, I'm only talking about the human structure, the body, because the body wrote. Life doesn't write all those. So I respect the life within him, but I don't respect the physical entity he is or she is. Because you don't have to build space. If you keep on creating space in your life, you will become stiff. You will become stagnant. Life is like a flowing river. It should keep on flowing. So you see three different things are there. There is this big ocean. There is a little pond, and there is a gutter. You know gutter, everyone? Gutter, not
Mm,
familiar with the word?
no, drainage, like
Drain, like a drain. Okay, but I totally say it's a gutter. So these are three things you just see. Ocean, because the waves keep on creating, it is always clean, clear. It gives some kind of different energy. You go near a pond, after a certain period of time, you start to lose your energy. If you sit, you first have to sit in front of them. Like ocean, you sit for hours. Near a pond, you have to sit for some hours until you become the pond and the pond becomes you. You have to sit there, then you will understand. And you have to sit near a gutter, but it smells, it's stingy. So you already know you don't have to sit there. So if you keep on creating spaces in your life, you will become a gutter. The more space you create in life, the more walls you build for your own self, you will one day become a gutter. People will no more come near you. Okay, you want to create space here, here, here. You are creating space with 10 people, 100 more people will get affected. They will also not come. These 100 will convert into thousands, thousands into 10,000s, millions, billions, trillions. And at the end, you will stay there. That's it. You create sometimes space and you sometimes are okay to even break that, but you still think I will hold on to my zone, which people say as comfort zone. Why the hell do you even need a comfort zone? Why do you need a comfort zone? You don't need a comfort zone. You need a comfort zone because with this, you don't know what this is. This is capable of handling everything. But because you don't know the potentiality of this, you are creating comfort zone. So you become like a pond. It is very good to sit there for some time. You can even see the ducks or the swans playing there. It gives you a certain period of amazingness. The duck stops, the swan goes away, you see the pond, your energy starts to drain. So you become like a pond. If you don't create any space, if you don't have any walls, you are total vulnerable. You are purely authentic. The term authentic only comes when you become vulnerable. That means you don't create any kind of, then you become like this ocean. Waves coming and going, nothing affects the ocean. It just keeps flowing. Life is like that ocean. The quality of life is that it wants to be moving. But if you try to create it into a pond or a gutter, choice is yours. The more gutter you create, the more misery you create. The more pond you create, the more fear you create. You become an ocean, everything settles. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody can harm you. Nobody. Until you want to be harmed by someone. Nobody can give you pain until you become a receptive of pain. You need to understand this. This is very important for your life actually, because yoga is life. Yoga is not asanas only. Yoga is not only pranayamas. Yoga is a way of living life. You need to understand how to live life. Okay. So talking about your solid organs, which means the Zheng organs again. So the first one was your heart. So the heart is said to be the ruler. Your heart is the ruler of all the Zheng organs. Okay? Because what was the element? Fire, right?
Or
Yes. Yes. So it is because it is fire, it is the ruler. It is totally ruling everything. Okay. So your spleen, when we talk about our spleen, your spleen is like an organ which many don't even use because many don't even know. It's like non-existential organ. Okay, but when you do some asanas in yoga, you will actually feel it. So we'll not talk about it right now. You need to feel that organ. So we think the small intestine and the large intestine helps in digestion. It is actually the spleen organ, which creates a substance, the juice, which transfers into the small intestine, and then digestion starts to happen. Not without that. Okay, as we said, all are connected with meridians. So your spleen is connected to everywhere. All are connected to everywhere. So your spleen is also connected. Spleen sends, like when we eat, saliva helps the food to be chewed up and get it into the food pipe, right? It is because of the saliva. If you don't create saliva, you cannot digest food. The same thing happens here. This spleen, you can think it sends a kind of saliva into the small intestine. And then the small intestine is able to digest the food and then transfer it into the large intestine so that it, sorry, the large intestine, the small intestines, I always get confused. But anyways, it is because of the spleen that digestion in your body happens not without it. Okay, coming into your third Zheng muscle group, your lungs. So your lungs are, there is a disease called edina, I think, edina, water retention. Yeah. So it's a water retention. When water is formed in your body, water starts to form, okay, because the water cannot flow. You need to understand this is because of your pericardium group. Okay, if some people are having this issue, I'm not saying you, if you know someone, try to work on their pericardium organ. A little gentle massage, if they are your relatives, or if you really have a compassion for them, just work on their pericardium muscle. They won't have to see a doctor. They won't have to have a surgery to take out the water. You just keep on working with the pericardium organ. Just work a little more into their heart. The water will start flowing. It's because it has become a gutter. When it becomes a gutter, things happen. So remember, these people are who keep distance. You will understand this. You have to understand everything. You have to understand the psychological thing and then the physiological thing about diseases so that you can help people. This is how you help people. Okay, so this is what it is like when the heart is weak. Many people are born in that way. The heart is weak. So those people fall into this category mostly. They have this water retention happening in their body. This disease arrives to them. So just they need to make their heart stronger. For that, they don't need a girlfriend or boyfriend. They just need to work upon the heart. They just don't even have to open. People say, open your heart. It doesn't open. It stays as it is. It is a size. It won't now increase. Yeah, you can open your chest. You can open up your shoulders. Your heart will not open up. If it opens up, then you have to go to a doctor. Open heart surgery will take place. You need to be, some people write something and they don't even understand what they are writing. Open your heart. How can you open your heart? Anybody knows how to open the heart? I tried once. It did not happen. I did not find a knife which could open it up. So I dropped the idea. Okay, so you need to understand this a little more deeply. Then we move into our kidneys. Kidneys are your fourth Zheng group organ type. It is Zheng type, and it is said to be the home of your soul. So your soul resides in your kidney. This is Chinese medicine talking about it. If you feel it, actually, if you do, I said yesterday, right? Exercise, asana, viparita karani. Okay, 45 days after you have completed it, you will feel it. You just feel it. You just have that experience, and then we can talk sometimes again. You will actually feel. You will feel a lot of things. Yesterday I did say you will feel something. So you will feel your soul in your kidneys, and you will understand this is how you move. But you just don't. You cannot right now think, okay, my soul is in the kidney. You just can't do it that way. You have to experience it totally. First understand, you already understand now, you then start to feel, and then you experience it, and you will see it really is the home of your soul. If people are suffering from itching knees, ankle issues, eye issues, the soul is not residing in the kidney, it has moved somewhere else. That's it. Just have to work on their kidneys. The soul will again come back to the kidney, and they will no more suffer from knee issues, ankle issues, eye issues. Never ever in their life. So just need to be there. Okay. So these are, then we have our kidneys. So if people are having issues with ears and genitals, that's it. You work on your kidneys. I think I got something wrong. Totally wrong. So your liver is the home of your soul, your liver, okay? Issues with your ears and your genitals. If you have issues with genitals and ears, the soul isn't in your liver. It has moved somewhere else. And your kidneys are related to your, I'm so sorry, I'm so very out today. Can I for a moment take a break, drink water and come? Thank you. Okay, so you can hear me? Okay, so your liver is your home of the soul. It is said to be the home of your soul. Your itching knees and your eyes and your ankles. Any issues in your ankles, in your knees, in your eyes are related to your liver. The kidneys are which determines the storage. It's like a store. So whatever you keep on putting, which is not good for it, then kidney starts to have issues. And when kidneys starts to have issues, they create issues in your ears and in your genitals. Okay, so these are your 5 Zhang group muscles, the masculine energy organs, not muscles, organs. Okay. Mm, then we come into the feminine side, the who side of your organs. So your small intestine. So if you are suffering from neck issues, if you are suffering from lack of sleep, if you are suffering from depression, you need to start working on your small intestine. You or anyone you know. Okay. So this is because your neck has a lot to do with your sleep. Your sleep has lot to do with your depression. So they are all connected. This is your small intestine. We move into the stomach. Digestion issues. Stomach is mostly with your digestion. So diarrhea, vomitings, these kind of things happen. You need to address your stomach. You have to see what is wrong. Okay. So food plays a vital role. Yoga is very much concerned about food because it comes from the branch of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a branch of yoga. So food, what you eat is what you become. Okay. So you need to understand this because the food becomes you. So what you eat becomes you. But what you eat, if it is not eatable as a human, and if you keep on eating it, even when you are a human, then things won't go right. If you want to progress on this journey called yoga, you have to eat sattvic, total sattvic. Until you become sattvic, forget about this journey. Totally forget. Whichever school can give you certificate, this me is not concerned with that. I will never take a class from that person who does not eat sattvic. Okay. So this is me. This is why I do select my teachers. The teachers don't get to select me. I have 72 teachers. I have learned under 72, and from next month, from 2 days after, I will be learning from 13 more teachers for the whole month. So I select my teachers. I read about them totally. I ask the school, I ask the people following them, everything. I ask the whole lifestyle. Very important. I'm not like, if you are not sattvic, I will attend your class, but I will only attend your class. I will be not there. It's out of a respect, maybe, that I will just show you, but it's only because I'm not there to show you respect. It is only because out of something. I don't know what you call the term. It is only there.
Sure.
I do select my teachers. Yes. Anything to say?
Do you want to elaborate more on the sattvic food, like just in short?
Sattvic food is what food keeps you energized. So even after eating that, if you don't feel lazy kind of, so you eat, you become more energetic. Whatever food. You know that. You know which foods are energetic, which are dull foods. Okay. A red meat takes 72 hours to digest. A chicken takes somewhere around 43 hours to digest. So sattvic food is which can digest within 3 hours at the maximum. That is sattvic food. The food enters and within 3 hours it should be totally you. It should become you. That's it. So
Would you like garlic and onions? Do you think it's sattvic food, or
no,
what do you?
garlic is not sattvic. Onion is not sattvic.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything which has a smell, odor, is not
Mhm.
sattvic. A food which has no smell of its own, which has no taste whatsoever, which contains watery substance in it. It's like watery, it's like in a movement, which is alive. That is sattvic food. But I'm not telling anyone to stop eating what you eat, okay? I'm only
Mhm.
telling,
No. Yeah.
I'm only telling you all, if you really want to progress, because this body is only what can take you to the journey. Even if it is the life cannot move on its own without this body. So if this body is not doing things right, the life entity cannot move further. So your journey will stay stuck. So please know that it's very, very important for you to understand this. Anyways, that's not like I want to say about it, but yes, your stomach issues will never come in your life if you start having sattvic food. Okay? Along with stomach, many more issues developed in the body. So you need to understand that. Okay. Talking about urinary bladder. So a person who has to keep on getting up at night to go to the washroom, urinary bladder needs to be addressed. Okay? Because it cannot retain, it does not have the capacity, it has become a loose pipe. Okay? So the tap has been kept open, the tap screw has become loose, so water will keep on flowing, so you have to tighten it up. So you work with your urinary bladder. Talking about your gallbladder, if you are indecisive, always in a kind of dilemma,
Yeah.
you cannot decide spontaneously, you always have this or that, gallbladder, you work on your gallbladder, you will become spontaneous totally. Yeah, this is in yoga, it is very, very deep. I said it's because this is very, very deep, it's the best study. Okay. Anyways, okay, you have anything else to talk about? Because all your movements in life, all the steps you take into your life are decided by your gallbladder. Anything wrong or right, it is the gallbladder to be blamed. If things aren't going right the way you want them to, address your gallbladder. Check on your gallbladder always. Do drills, exercises, asanas so that your gallbladder becomes more and more stronger. Your life will start to change dramatically for the well-being. Okay. So these are your Zheng and Hu.
We're missing
Uh,
one.
we are not missing one.
Large intestine. Yeah.
That's the
Large intestine. Yes.
Sorry to remind you.
No. What do you call the word? What is the emotion related to large intestine? Can you check?
Sadness and stiffness.
So when people are in a state, I mean, if we talk about the disease a little, when people are having constipations, they have these issues in their life. It's all because of the large intestine, because that portion has become stiff. It is covered with sadness. When there is sadness, you don't feel to do anything. The more sad you keep on being, you become more and more stiff, and your large intestine forgets its job. So this is it. If your bowels are less, work on your this. If it is much more, work on it. So too much or too less is not good. Anything in your life. Okay? You can be addicted to people. Too much is bad. You will be only hurting yourself. If you love someone and you love too less, you're not loving someone. Okay? And if you love someone and you are trying to control, you are not loving. Love is total freedom. You cannot beg for it. You cannot ask for it. Love is it's not an emotion. Okay? People say it's an emotion. Love is not an emotion. It is not an act. It is a flowing. And whatever is flowing, you cannot keep it. You cannot create a wall for that this love should be for me. It doesn't happen. Then it is no more love. Love should be total flowing, just because love is life. Life and love are same. They have this nature only to keep flowing. And in the middle, if another wave from somewhere comes and meet, great. As far as they can go, they will go. When they have to separate, they can separate. There is no thing called nothing. If you really love a person, you should be totally ready. If the person wants to leave you right away, you are more than actually grateful. Not grateful, you are grateful for yourself that you have allowed this other person to find their own path. This is love. Other things, what we call love, and this is only talking BS kind of talks. Those are not loves. Those are only attachments, nothing else. And if you keep on attaching, nothing will happen. You have to detach. So love is total freedom. So if your life flows in a total freedom, your intestines will work differently. It is only because you want to hold, you want to let go, then things won't work. You cannot let go anything. Everything which has happened here happened in a moment, happened as a experience. You cannot let go of experiences. They will always stay. They will always forever stay. So when people talk let go, you can't let go anything. You don't even have to let go. Why do you have to let go? It's your own experience. Experiences are to learn. They are here to learn lessons. So if you want to learn lesson, you just cannot let it go. If you let it go, then it will again have to come for you to the lesson to be learned. So they stay, the lesson is learned, experienced, it's over. It is there, it is no more disturbing you. So this is what you do if you can. Totally up to you. But love is a very, very deep talk. It won't even finish in years. So love is very, very different thing. But yes, if you love someone, What do you want? When you love yourself, what do you want? How do you want people to treat you? They want to treat you in a way that as if you are something special. Something special means what? You want to be yourself. When you want to be yourself and a person comes and love you in that way, that means what are you seeking? You are seeking a total sense of freedom. You want to be you. So if you want to be you, think about the other person. He or she also wants to be themselves. And if your love now is creating a bondage, love doesn't create any bondage. Right? You cannot, anyways, not talking much into it, but it's really a great topic. Okay, coming out of that love issues. Okay, so there we will talk about the lower body meridians. Okay, lower body meridians, which are connected to our lower bodies. So your lower body meridians are, these are the organs. Now we will talk about meridians which connect them. So your lower body meridians are your liver meridian, your gallbladder meridian, your urinary bladder meridian, your spleen, and your stomach. So these are your lower body meridians. Okay. Kidneys also. So you have 6. Did you have 6?
Yes.
Okay. So you have 6 lower body meridians. Okay. Talking about your liver meridian. So I will talk about it later in depth. So these are your 6 meridians. The others which are left are your upper body meridians. So you know now which are your lower and which are your upper. You can create the list. So these 6 are your lower. The other remaining are your upper body meridians. So you will understand them in that way. This we have to discuss more deeply because you have to understand how they are connected. So this I will send school the pictures and they will send you, and if they send it by the evening we can discuss about them, because without seeing that picture you won't even understand by words. You have to see that picture in front of you, how it is connected. You should know it in that way, then this will help you. Anyways, that's for now. What else? So okay, what else was I was thinking about to talk today? What is important?
Can you repeat the lower meridians, please?
Yes. So your lower body meridians are your liver, your gallbladder, your urinary bladder, your kidneys, your spleen, and your stomach. These are the lower body meridians. Now just think about a little bit, okay? So your lower body meridians, and when you are talking about your liver meridian, if you are having issues with your lower back, if you are having issues with your like abdominal pain, if you are having all that, and you have an unreasonable amount of anger in you, you have the feeling of irritation in your life, you have mental disturbance, you need to understand it is all because of your liver. Okay. So when people say I feel guilty, I am ashamed. Yoga says, don't do that. You are not guilty. You are not blamed. Because it's only because of that different organs. It is not you. So how can you feel guilty, and why do you need to feel guilty about it? It is the liver not functioning nicely. It's not the urinary bladder not functioning nicely. It's not you. They are part of you. They are not you. So once in your life, if you stop saying, I am guilty, I feel blame, I feel this and that and all those, everything changes. So this is how you get out of all this, because it is because of the different organs. It's not because of you. Organs are not working properly. You address your organs, things will get right. You don't have to feel guilty about anything. Okay, so this is one important thing I needed to say. Okay, when you have headaches, when you have pain on one side of the body, normally, like it's normal, one side of the body keeps on paining. When you have issues with your throat, stinginess or dry, when these kind of things happens, you need to understand this is your gallbladder meridian, which is not working properly. Okay, coming into your gallbladder, coming into your kidney meridian. When you have generally anxieties, if you are a person who has a lot of anxieties, all you do is you work in your kidney meridian. The moment you feel anxiety, you start doing the asana. Even if you are on the bed laying, you can still do. All asanas can be done. In yoga, this is why also amazing, because this yoga only has one pose, standing. Out of the 40 poses we will do, only one pose is standing. Others are either laying on your back, belly, or sitting. Okay, so these poses actually you can do on your bed. You don't need even a yoga mat. And props, yes, if you have props, cushions, pillows, bolsters, blocks, that's it. You can all have them on your bed and keep doing your in yoga there itself. So once you feel anxiety kind of, you just work into your kidney meridians. If you have issues with your issues like mental problem, okay, so if you have mental problems, you should work on your urinary bladder meridian. Once you start addressing your urinary bladder meridian, your mental issues, mental problems will start to go out of your life. If you are having a lot of issues, yes.
Excuse me, namaste. I have a question. What do you mean with mental problems? It's a big field. Is it something specific or is it in general? Because anxiety could also be kind of a mental problem, or?
See, there are things like, what is anxiety?
Yeah, normally anxiety is like a deep feeling. It roots in our amygdala, so it makes us decide if we should flee or combat or freeze or and it creates more other mental problems or issues. So that's okay.
Yeah, that's it. So when we talk about mental problems, everything first is created in the mind. It's a thought. Anything is first created by a thought. So whenever a thought comes, if the mind doesn't know how to act, react, if the mind is in a constant state of action and reaction it does not know. Those issues create these kind of feelings like emotions, like depressions, anxieties, sadness, sickness. They are all created when the mind does not know how to gather it, gather the information, gather the thought coming. So when we talk about mental problems, we are not talking just about simple general mental problems. Because even if there is a little thought, it's only creating a little mental issue, mental problem. If it settles deeper, that mental issue becomes anxiety. That mental issue becomes depression. So it is the thought. When it does not know how to act or react. If a thought comes here, and in that moment you know how it will act or react, it has entered the gate, you already have the door, the next door for it to enter, it won't disturb you. But because if we don't have that thing, we don't even know when a thought arrives, if we don't even know that, then there is a lot of mental issues. It's about clarity. You are not, the clarity is not there, what to do. So this is like anxiety, kind of, you don't know what to do. You are in a state of like dilemma. So it's mental issues are actually very, very deep. Yeah, but you are the creator. So stop creating it. That's so easy. You don't have mental issues the moment you stop creating them. You, why the hell do you want to become a bad creator? That's it. You just need to ask yourself, am I a good creator or am I a devil creator? So if you want to be a divine creator, from right this moment, nothing will happen. Yeah? All your thoughts will act and react the way they should be. If you still have that doubt, maybe I am a devil inside. A little issues, okay? So you need to understand, are you a devil or divine? So until you can see yourself as a divine, you can't see yourself as a divine if your mind is fixed on a God outside. If your mind is fixed on a God outside or a DOG, God and DOG does not make much difference. It's only flipping, and life is all about flipping. So God is actually DOG. Well, you just have to understand. The dog keeps on listening to you. It does not say anything to you because it can't say anything. It cannot clarify anything in your life. Your God is same. He or she will keep on listening. They cannot clarify anything for you. So they don't make any sense for me. For me, they are same. The God and DOG are same. So if someone says I worship a dog, I understand he is also worshipping a God. I don't hate God, okay? Don't think I am against God. I am against human made gods. I just want to say one thing. This is me. And if I have a family, I don't have to worry about the whole world. I and my family, first I have to worry about this. I have to worry about my family, live a life full of joy. Same thing with your gods, if they are. Let them stay with their families and their children. Why do you keep popping up, knocking and ringing him at the wrong timing? Who knows, he was making a love making with his wife and suddenly your call goes. What would you do? How would you react when you are having a love? When you are making love at midnight and I knock your door, how would your reaction be? So it's same, please. He or she is talking to their children, teaching something, and you are now going to them. Don't do that. You don't want to be disturbed, so please don't disturb them. And one day when this total understanding comes to you, you will actually forget everything. So you are the creator. So please understand what you want to create and what you don't want to create. When we talk about mental,
Pavanji,
yes,
sorry.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So anxiety, because of the anxiety, is it like you, so anxiety is the base and then you go into the mental problems. Is that so?
No, it's, see, the problem is first a mental issue. It's a mental problem first. The mind did not know how to react or act. Because it did not know, it had to send it somewhere. So it sends it to, suppose it sends it to, like when we say it is sending to your areas, some of the areas of your body. Now, if this finger is the holder who can hold those mental issues, but the mind did not know where to send it, it sent it to this thumb. What will this do? This has to distribute it because it does not know the final destination. It will keep on distributing in the whole body. So a thought, when you don't know where it comes from, why it comes from, it gets distributed in your whole body. Now, when a thought gets distributed in a whole body, now how your body reacts, this is when you create anxieties, depressions, fears, sadness. The body has to react in some way. If the body does not know how to react, it will create something which is not good for you. Then you have these issues, everything. Now anxieties happen, depressions happen. What happens now? There is a mental blockage. You don't know how to deal. The one who sent you does not know how to deal. You don't know how to deal. You are asking help from someone who doesn't know how to deal. So what will happen? What will happen more? You will get
Yes.
more. It will be created more. So then it becomes a mental, deep mental problem. Then you move into those deeper layers of mental issues when we call them like bigger mental issues. It always has to start from small because we also started from a small. We are just a seed. From a seed, we'll grow into a flower, become a big flower, become a big tree. But from a seed only. Every thought is a seed. If you plant them in wrong places, that's the issue because all seeds are not flowers. You see all those, what do you call them? You have some, they grow, right? They keep on growing. You have to keep on cutting them. In your gardens and everywhere, you know that, right?
Weed.
Yeah, yeah, weeds or whatever. So these are the weeds. If you are trying to grow weeds, weeds will grow. If you keep on watering weeds in you, only weeds can grow. So don't water them. This is what we say when yoga says, don't give importance to any thought. Whatever thought comes, good, bad, because yoga does not say good and bad. Yoga does not distinguish. It does not have the term good or bad. These are all human made words. So yoga says whenever whatever thought comes to you, don't give it that importance. When you start giving no importance to your thoughts, because if you keep giving importance to your thoughts, only your intellect, which we call buddhi in yoga, only your intellect will work. A person whose only intellect works, he will be creating the most miserable life for himself, herself, and for others. So people who stay in the intellect are the most dangerous people in this universe. Okay. Now, when you give no importance to your thoughts, you stay totally conscious. When you are conscious, you move into a state called awareness. When you are awareness, now your intelligence starts to work. So everything happens out of your intelligence. So when your intelligence is only energy which is working, your life becomes smooth, soft, steady kind. It flows, and your life is now in a state of total pleasure. So use your intelligence. So you should use your intelligence. I mean, you take a banana, you eat a banana, put in your body. The banana which Girijaji will eat, the banana which Karoji, Enaji, Munji will eat, or Mishraji will eat, that banana will only become you. The banana is the same. All right? It's the same banana. I offer you bananas to all 4 or 5 people, but you convert that banana into Karoji, you into Girijaji, you into Munji, Mishraji, and Enaji. What was it? It is total out of intelligence, because the body is so very intelligent that it can create that banana into you. So this also proves you are a creator. So you don't have to think about any other creator, because you can convert a banana into a human body. So you are a creator. That's not right now we'll talk. We are now talking about it is happening out of your intelligence. The stomach, the intestines, the spleen, the food pipes, the mouth, the tongue, the throat, everyone is so very intelligent. If you put food into your ear, can it chew? Can you chew the food if you put it in your ear? Anybody? No. So the fingers are intelligent. They know the food needs to go here. Even if you keep your eyes closed means what? You are watching your mobile and you put your food, it does not go into your nose and eyes. Does it go there? Does your spoon go there? No, it goes into your mouth. It is out of intelligence happening. If you start using your intellect, the breath will suddenly stop, because breath is happening on its own. Digestion is happening on its own. Heart and lung are pumping blood on their own. The blood is flowing through the nerves on its own. It is all because of intelligence. You try to use your intellect, everything will be finished. So this is why. Stop trying to use your intellect in life. Your life will tremendously start changing. Okay. So then no more mental issues, no more mental clarifications needed. No anxieties, no depressions, no suppressions, no insomnias, nothing. India, if you talk about this country, India, till the year 1996, 98, no, till the year of 1999 and 2002, no Indian people till date 2002 March, no person in India was suffering or ever suffered from insomnia. 2002 Yoga Alliance and the countries created International Yoga Day. International Yoga Day started happening. Amazing thing. This International Yoga happened. People started discussing about insomnia. So these Indians who were there, they came. What did they bring? They brought insomnia. And insomnia entered India. Now people suffer from insomnia in India because I can't sleep at night, and I am like, surely this is this 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 15 days. Now I am very sure It is insomnia. I am suffering from insomnia. I know the symptoms of insomnia. It happens. Now it will happen. Nobody can stop it. But who created it? Me. Who creates your depression? Me. Who creates anxiety? Me. Who creates sadness? Me. Why? I don't know how to handle, because I am trying to use intellect. If sadness comes, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Intellect. Sadness comes, you don't use your intellect. You'll allow your intelligence to move on. Intelligence knows how to handle. But people are more concerned about intellect. People want to be intelligent. If you want to be intelligent, you have to suffer. So you need to understand. Okay, Girijaji, this is mental issues, mental problems, anxieties, all that. Stop using your intelligence. Don't try to be intelligent. That's it. Remain a fool like me. Remain an idiot like me. You will enjoy life to the fullest. Only fools can enjoy life. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I'm not talking to your kid, okay? Don't make him a fool. At least not now. just let your kid grow into intelligence. That's it. Anyways. Okay. Anyone anything to say? Sigdamji, namaste. Late for class, ma'am.
Namaste. Yes, on the Tuesday and Friday, I have a yoga classes early
Ah, okay.
morning.
Ashana classes?
Can join.
Ashana classes?
Yeah, I mix yoga is I do everything little bit because I go with the flow of the group, how they
Okay.
feel, what they
Okay.
feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. Okay.
The insomnia people, I want to say, they are most talking with themselves non-stop. Why they cannot sleep at night? They never stop talking. They have another human inside them, and then all the time speak and speak and speak. Never stop talking. Thank you.
Mhm. So when this cannot sleep, it's not that I can sleep, okay? This also sometimes don't feel asleep. When this does not fall asleep, I have a ceiling. It's white. White is a nice color. You can even have red. I wanted a red. My father did not allow me. Otherwise, I would have painted it red. Side blue, one side orange, one side green, like a rainbow. I wanted like that, but my father did not give me money. So I could not build that way. But anyways, so I have a white ceiling. I keep on looking at the ceiling. After some time, the ceiling and me, we become one. That's it. The whole night passes by. It's 4 a.m. The heartbeat raises up. I have to get up off the bed. So even if I did not get to what we call sleep, the whole day, I still am there. Last night, so many nights now. It always keeps on happening, but it's amazing. But this will happen. Whoever has gone more, whoever goes more and more deep into this yogic journey, whoever goes more and more into this spiritual living. So spirituality is not like you think about others. It's not, it never was about gods and scriptures and all those. Spirituality means you are living a life in its fullest. When you start living a life in your full version, you become spiritual. That's it. So when you start having these sadhanas, when you are totally devoted, dedicated, the first thing what will happen is you will lose your sleep. You cannot waste your time sleeping. Normally people waste their time sleeping. In 7 hours of sleep, generally hardly If you have those, nowadays they have this instrument, these watches. You put on the watch. If you don't have, if you can afford it, please get a watch. That watch, everybody familiar with those watches? Please get that watch. And at night, if you can afford it tonight, today itself, please get it, or tomorrow, or maybe if tomorrow comes, you get it then. So you get that watch, keep it in your wrist. At night, you go to sleep when you feel to, and you wake up when you wish to. No restriction. And just check. You will find how long do you need your sleep, because there is something in that which talks about deep sleep. The deep sleep is the time you needed to be on the bed, laying. The rest of the time you wasted. Total wastage. So when doctors say 6 to 8 hours, 7 hours, they have to make money. If you don't sleep for 6 to 7 hours, you won't get sick. If you don't get sick, you won't go to them. If you don't go to them, how can they earn money? That's it. They are not helping you. They are helping themselves, their family. And then these doctors combine with big companies. These big companies also advertises. These companies advertises. The medicine company comes into contract. Equal distribution of money, energy, by taking energy of some innocent, not innocent, ignorant kind of people. That's it. This is how it happens. So this body by now knows 1 hour, 1.5 hours, at the maximum 2.5 hours. That's maximum. If it can get there, great. If it doesn't get it 1 day, 20 days, 50 days, who cares? It doesn't need it. If it needs it, it will get it. As long as the energy is flowing, that's all. So this happens on this path. So be aware of this. It will happen. If it hasn't happened to your life, it surely will happen as this goes deeper. Second thing, you will lose sense of taste. You don't need food for taste. You need food for the physical body to be moving. That is why you will need food. Okay? The body won't accept what it cannot digest. So you will lose lots of things. At the end of this yoga, the whole process of the journey, you will come into a state where if someone asks you, what did you gain? Your answer would be, but experience it, don't take this for granted, the answer. The answer out of you will come out. For me, if somebody asked me, what has yoga done for me? Or what has yoga given to me? Yoga did not give me anything, but yoga has taken out of me so many things which I thought was me. So I have lost a lot of things. When you start losing, you start to become lighter. You start to become free. And when you become free, that's what we need. At the end of the day, all what we need is freedom, which means life according to me. But, so this is yoga. If this starts to happen, you are going on. Okay? And don't worry, you will reach there. My blessings are with you. You will reach there. Sleepless nights, no eating food, no drinking water, no attachments. You will reach there. Don't worry. I'm sending all my blessings to you all. You definitely will be there someday. You may curse me now. That time, no, you won't curse. You will enjoy. You should enjoy. But there are some people who waste, who feel they need the sleep, but they don't want to go to sleep. Busy with the mobile, busy with televisions, as Sikdamji said, busy with the another person. That if there is a divine, there needs to be a devil. Duality. Life is a duality. So the divine wants to sleep, the devil is here, so they start a conservation. They keep on talking to each other. And if a person starts to do this every day and it becomes a habit, it becomes a life experience, naturally insomnia will happen. So this is why what I said, when I lay down and there is a ceiling, the ceiling and me become one, because there is no thought. The ceiling has no thought. This has no thought. And when they don't have thought, they have to unite. So it is like the ceiling sleeping or me sleeping, nobody can say. Even if the eyes are wide open, everything is happening. What you call sleep happens. Deep sleep can even happen with your eyes open. You should experience it. Yeah. Actually, deep sleep happens with your eyes open. It's not like wide open. I'm not saying it. When you have your eyes closed, that is the time when you start to dream. One reason why dreams come, because it has closed. In the daytime, when your eyes are open, but you are not able to see the world as it is, you are doing the same thing. With your wide open eyes, you are closing your eyes and you dream. You are here and you are thinking something else. What does it mean? You are dreaming. So you need to understand these small things. These small details make life. They are not taught in schools. You won't even find books talking upon small things. People talk about manifestations, secrets of creating life, and all those stuff. These are the topics people should write about, talk about. They will help people create their life in the most amazing way. It's like people are lacking. And this is why only 7% are walking on this field. And out of those 7%, somewhere around 1.5% are really dedicated, devoted. Okay. They may lack something. I'm not saying this has everything. If you see it from the outside, lots of things this lacks, but this within does not lack anything. That is more important. Okay, according to my parents, I lack a wife. That's everyday topic. As my hair grow more and more gray and white, this is the biggest topic in my house right now. As if their thinking will create a wife for me. This is their thinking. So according to them, this lacks. According to this, it doesn't lack. Everybody is my mother, every woman. Every woman is my sister. Every woman is my wife. Every woman is my lover. So very simple. Love does not mean possession. Love does not mean I need something from you. It just means it's flowering. It's a fragrance. I want to spread it. If you want to accept it, great. If you don't want to, nothing happens. So when you love the whole universe, when you love this totally, you start moving away from the lack feeling. You don't have lack. And once you don't have lack, you become an ocean. You just float like an ocean. That's it. Anyways, but these are important, right? These are small topics, but they should be discussed bigger. Schools should teach. Schools say, love your neighbors, love everyone. Schools never teach how to love yourself. They will say loving yourself is selfish. This is whole school. It starts from the school. It is nobody's fault. Because the child is only 3 or 4, he or she doesn't even know. They are in that mood of jumping and breaking and dancing, and their parents force them to go to schools. The student wasn't ready. The child wasn't even ready to digest. It still did not experience anything of its own. And the parents force them to go to the school, and the teacher says, sit straight. Sit straight. Come on, come here and teach. Talk about that spine. Talk about everything to that child. The child will learn to sit straight. Be obedient. As if, why do you think teachers say be obedient? You know why? Because their mind is in a constant running. Even if they are writing, they are talking something, they are dreaming something. If you are not obedient in the class, their dreams will get disturbed. This is why they say obedient. From standard 5 till standard 10, 5 years. During me, I used to be more outside of the classroom than inside. The moment teacher said, be obedient, I was like, bang the desk. The teacher said, get out of the class. That's what I needed, freedom. So it starts to just become a rebel kind of thing. I'm not telling you to become a rebel, but you just have to understand why the teachers teach in those ways. The teacher will say, don't steal. The moment a teacher says someone or parents say someone, don't steal, the inner being, which does not have the experience of ever stealing anything, it wants to experience it. This is what happens. This is the law of universe. The whole law of universe is also this. So if I think I want to be happy, I want to be happy, that means what? Deep inside, I know I am sad. The universe will give me more sadness. So when my parents say, don't steal, this wants to experience. What is stealing? What is stealing? What is stealing? So what this is saying, the universe will gift it. This is how the law of universe works. This you need to understand. If you stop having mask, you are sad, you are sad. The whole universe now knows is sad. When you are sad, in that moment, from inside, you will start feeling happy. The universe sees that. It creates happiness. This is how it works. It does not work the way we want to. Well, life will not happen the way we want it to happen. Life will happen the way it knows or it is designed to happen. So we have to move along with the life. We cannot force life. If we keep on forcing life, we will create more issues for ourselves and for the others. Okay. So let's get over that. It's a hard topic, sometimes much harder than it is said. But okay, so you know about the Zheng organs, you know about the Fu organs, you know about how they are interrelated, you know about the elements, you know about the emotion, and you also know about the lower meridians, which are 6. You just know them, but we'll discuss them in a depth. If you have the pictures by tonight, then yeah, we will discuss them in a little more depth. Okay. Anyone, anything to ask, say, share? You can do anything. No one?
I just wanted to ask, like, we're talking about all different organs. but we didn't talk about like what if there is cancer or something. It's all over your body. So what kind of practices would help?
What did you say, ma'am?
About cancer cells.
Yeah, cancer cell. Yeah, cancer is self-built. Cancer is self-built thing. It does not come from outside. Yeah? So
Right.
why does cancer come? If I am too much worried about my future, if I am worried about everything, I will create fear in me. If I create fear in me, I will start to get depressed. If I start to get depressed, I will create anxiety for me. If I start creating anxiety, I will now create mental issues for myself. That's it. So if I
So you
create
work on
all this,
all.
if I create all these, no, I'm not saying this. You need to know where did it come from. Some people can still stay in the worry state, even if they are in the mental state, they are still worried. So you work on their worry state. I'm not anyhow saying that some have cancer from birth and they are also doing this. Okay. I'm not talking about karmas. I'm not even talking about karmas. But the reality is, this is what proves there is life after life. You don't have to think much or have to believe, or I don't believe there is another life. There is another life always. So, when this has total worry, anxieties, depressions, mental issues, everything right now, and suddenly finishes. The body finished. The body died. It did not die. It has to get into some It has to be created again because it cannot move with all this. So when this is born in another the moment it takes again a life, cancer cells will happen. So it is samskaras. It stays. These are residues. The whole life journey will end when there is no residue on it. That's it. So your whole, what we call in yoga, samsara, the samsara means the cycle of life cycles. You keep on coming and coming, coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. So this coming and going of the life, not this body, we are talking about a life, stops when there is no more residue, when it is totally clean, the way it came. When the first time this life came, it came as a plain mirror. You throw anything, light could pass through it. Okay? But as we walk and walk, when you drive a car or a bike, or you even walk for a long, long distance, dust particles settle on your body, right? Yes. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you agree, but yeah, okay. The baby also
I
agrees. Yes.
about the
Okay.
cancer.
Hello. Yes. Yes,
Yeah, can I
Sikdamji. Yes.
okay. It says the cancer actually is the every we have to know first every illnesses has deeply mentally feelings. You know, we dig kind of we put kind of the feelings and then we cover it and then we thought we forget it, but never forget it. They grown in there and then they become like illnesses. Like you explain very well, but is the like liver has this and then this has knee has problem like that. The cancer is the deep feeling, whatever happened, like if liver, we have to think about it, which type of feelings we dig in, put in there, or is that happen in other places? We have to think that way. Is the places the oxygen is not going, and then cells start broken and then going different way. The first things we discovered this with my husband because he had cancer. It's a very, very rare one, like 1,000 people, they only see one. No way to operation, but you have to concentrate for breathing. How we discovered pranayama, how I become breathing therapist. And the oxygen you get to this body have to be go every cells is equally. Even for the cancers now, they are healing. They put the oxygen on the cancer cells, and then that is cure up. And then I always said, if you have light come in this body, light means the oxygen is the breathing, and then illnesses never come to you, never visit you. Therefore, we are in the yoga classes now, and then really everybody have to concentrate pranayama and then all the breathing things. Every day they have to do this. So if they don't want to get ill, they have to do this breathing techniques, whatever they suitable for them. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is all. As I said you right before, when we talk about this let go and this thing, this doesn't happen. Whatever comes in, it stays in. It cannot go out. It's not your food, which in the morning routine it can go out. This is not your food. This is the food for your soul. So whatever you put into that soul, if there is a soul, whatever you put into that soul, it stays there. It cannot go out. So we cannot work on this stupid thing called let go. It is there. How we handle it, yes, that we have to work on. So first we accept it totally. Once we accept it, the two questions, where and why. So when and where, when and why, where and why, if you start knowing and you have accepted it, it has become your experience now. How will happen on its own. It's experienced. Now as I said, if you live in your intelligence, now your intelligence is intelligent enough to know this this thing is there, so it knows how to handle it. Letting go is using your intellect. It never can go out. Like you take medicines from doctor. My shoulder is paining, I should have that, what do you call, ibuprofen or something like those kind of injections, right? Medicines. Your shoulder pain might go. I'm not saying it won't go, it might go. But that medicine, the composition, the chemicals was not made for this body. Never. You are taking chemicals which are not made for this body to digest. So what happens is, because this body cannot digest it, it does not how to throw it out from below and from above. It does not know how to throw, because this is a new chemical. It doesn't know the paths. So what happens? This chemical now starts to spread in different parts of your body. As Sigdamji said, some of these nerve cells, some of these meridians, some of these nadis aren't easy. They are not in a free flow where prana can very easily flow. So wherever prana does not flow easily, these chemicals out of those medicines starts to settle there. You don't know where it has settled. It can settle in your intestines, in your genitals, in your ears, in your throat, anywhere it can settle, in your eyes, nose, wherever it settles. That area from an ocean became a pond, and now it becomes a drain, gutter. And when it becomes gutter, it stings. This disease, illness is that stinging. That's it. So when we say flow, as Sigdamji said, your prana should free flow. You touch your toe, and if you don't feel it, Something is wrong, ma'am. Okay, something is really wrong. You have taken this for granted, it means. This body also, don't take it for granted, please. You did not deserve even this. You did not deserve a life. You did not even deserve this. Yeah? This was given for you to experience, for your life to be on a journey. So this was given to you. This structure, this skeleton was given to you to experience the outside world with a life entity to experience the inner world. This was given for this. So if you are not even grateful every day, if not like every moment, at least after 3 hours, 4 hours, if you can't even be grateful for this body, do you think it will work according to you? No way. Your kids, you have your kids. Allow them to be themselves. Okay? And when they are naughty, you try to control them. Tell me, how far will you be able to control them? No, you won't be able to control them much now. So this is with this body. It's like your child. It should be shown love. When you start showing love to this body, when you inhale and when you say this will breathe, this will actually breathe. People say how to be aware of the body. People don't even know how to be aware of their body. Why the hell are they doing yoga? It's not even making sense. Yoga does not make sense until you become aware of your body. Okay? People are aware of they are doing a side angle, they are aware of their knee, their ankle, their elbow. That's it. This is not your body. The whole things are your body. Okay, the muscles which are not working, the bones which are not working, the joints which are not working, they are also part of you. You should be aware of them also. This is why I never talk about alignment. If I put somebody in an alignment, the person will be only fixed on those areas which I am talking. Alignment should be, how are you feeling? Are you feeling joyous? Are you able to breathe normal? If not, slide out a little. Wherever you feel joy, that is alignment. So please show gratitude to this body. Start showing gratitude, and you will start feeling every inch of it, every inch. If this and there is pain here, it will first say to you, Pawan, I feel pain. So it feels good. I took care of it. It will suddenly move out. The pain disappears this way. Not with injections and doctors' medicines. You are more focused outside. What does it mean when you go to doctors regularly, when you take medicines regularly? It means your life is under someone else's control. You have given rights to someone else to control your life. What will they do? They will create more misery. When you give your life your rights to someone else, what does it do? That's it. Okay. So thank you once again for tolerating me. It's wonderful to have people who can tolerate insane nuisance kind of people like me.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste, Pavanji. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Namaste.
See you
Bye.
tonight. Yeah, see you tonight.
See you soon.
Namaste.
Have a lovely day, everyone.